Hi, it's Michelee, and we're going to do some kids' moves today. So, I brought along with me Dr. Seuss's The Foot Book. And the reason I brought it is because we're going to talk about our feet a lot today. We're going to do a lot of things that have to do with our feet. So, let's talk about this. So, we have left foot, we have right foot. We have feet in the day and feet at night. We have wet foot, dry foot, high foot, low foot. We have back feet, we have front feet. Some of our four-legged animals anyway. Feet, feet, feet. How many different feet you meet? Well feet, sick feet. And we have up feet and down feet. Here comes some clown feet. We have small feet, we have big feet. Here comes some pig feet. His feet, her feet, fuzzy fur feet. What do you think, Kitty? Some fuzzy fur feet over there? In the house and on the street, how many different feet you meet. And so as we go through today, we're going to talk a lot about our feet. So let's start moving. Okay, come to your mat. And the first thing we're going to do today is just take a nice deep breath. Breathe in some deep, deep air. And then we're going to swan dive down towards our feet. We're going to lift up halfway into half monkey and be down back to our feet again. And we're going to start today by taking our peace fingers, which are these two fingers, and putting them right inside our toes, around our big toes. And then we're going to pull our back up like cat. And then we're going to lift our head and go down like cow. And we're going to pull our back up like cat and look at our knees. And then go down into cow. And again, up into cat, arching our back up high. And down into cat. And then we're going to put our hands beside us, soften our knees. Just move ourselves side to side just for a bit. Then we're going to stack back up and bring our shoulders to our ears and roll them back. Let's take a nice deep breath again to the sky. Reach up. We're going to swan dive down again. Take our chin to our chest. Come up and lift our chin and back down. We're going to take a foot back and a foot back. We are in downward facing dog. We're going to roll up on our toes and press back to our heels. We're going to roll up on our toes and back to our heels. And again, roll up on your toes, back to your heels. We're going to bring our knees down and we are in tabletop. We're going to push our toes back. And then we're going to bring a knee in and bring ourselves around. And now we're going to work with our feet. And I'm going to put them right here so you can see them closely. And I hope you all make sure you wash your hands after we're done with this today. We should be washing our hands anyway, anytime we're done. But we're going to take our left foot up, take our right foot out, and put our foot over top of our knee. And then we're going to take our fingers and we're going to lace them with our toes. That means pick up the big toe, pick up the next toe, pick up the next toe, and take your finger through. Just like you're lacing your hands, except we're going to lace it with our toes. And they have something called yoga toes that if you go out and buy, this kind of what they do. They put that space between your toes. So we're going to really add space to our toes and just hold it there for a moment and create that space in between our toes. So this is all about making our feet feel good today because our feet take us through life. They walk us through life. They are so important to us. And sometimes we ignore them. We just stuff them in shoes. We do all that kind of stuff with them, but we don't pay much attention to them. But today we are. We're going to pay attention to our feet. So take another deep breath and release your fingers out of your toes. And now we're just going to take our thumbs and massage our foot. Massage the ball of your foot. Massage your toes. Massage the center of your foot. Massage your heels. Just take your thumbs and rub around those toes. And make your feet feel good. Take your toes and move them different directions. Okay, and while we're here, we're going to take our foot up, wrap our arm around, and we're going to rock that hip. Rock it out. Taking a nice deep breath in through your nose, and then releasing that breath out. I'm just going to rock it back and forth. And we're going to take that foot down. We're going to do the other foot now. So bring it up, turn it, twist it, and take your fingers and lace in between your toes with your fingers. Hi, Kitty, you going to come and help us too? You're going to work with your feet? And hold it there. And really, really make it work. Make that space in between each of those toes work for you. And hold it there. Just like, once again, that you're lacing your fingers, except you're lacing your fingers and your toes. So take a nice deep breath through your nose and release the breath. Again, a nice deep breath in and release the breath. And now we're going to take our thumbs and we're going to massage the toes and the balls of our feet and the center of our foot and our heels. Just massage them out. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. And we're opening up our hip while we're doing all this. And then lift up your foot, wrap your arm around your leg and rock the baby. Yeah, back and forth. Just rock, rock, rock. Taking a nice deep breath through your nose and release the breath out. Okay, taking our feet down, let's wiggle our toes. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle those toes. And now flex your feet, taking a nice deep breath, reach to the sky and reach towards those toes. See if you can grab your toes and pull back on them. Bring your chin to your chest. And just hold. Stretch through your shoulders, stretch through your arms, stretch through your legs, and most of all, stretch your toes. Taking that deep breath, lift to the sky, reach and bring your hands down beside you. Take another deep breath and wiggle your toes. Lift up to the sky, breathe and reach down to those toes. Pull back on them, reach through, and hold. And now bring those feet together and bring them up close to you. Put your toes together, put the soles of your feet together, and we're going to rock side to side on our sit bones on our mat, just on those bony parts of your back side. We're just going to go back and forth, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and let's take it over and stretch it out and breathe in and stretch it out and breathe in and stretch it out and again breathe in and stretch it out. And now let's put those feet together and slide those feet down, and those toes are still touching and the balls of your feet and your heels. Taking a nice deep breath. Hi, Kitty, come and join us. Taking a deep breath in, reach to the sky, and come down and grab your toes and tuck your chin to your chest and hold. Feel the deep stretch all the way through your back. Taking in that nice deep breath and releasing the breath out. Sliding it up, sitting up tall. We're going to lean back. You gonna let me lean back? And grab your toes and put them together. There's those toes touching again. You can hold from behind your knees. You can put your hands beside you if you want, whatever works best for you. And now take your legs out and hold, and then bring them back in. Take your legs out and hold, and bring them back in. And take your legs out and hold, and bring them back in. Bring your feet down, hold on to your toes, put them in. You're gonna have to move, kitty. Come on down, let your back open up, taking a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then taking your legs and putting them onto the side. Flexing your feet and then pointing them. Again, flexing your feet and pointing them. One more time, let's flex those feet and let's point those toes. And then let's turn to this side and let's go down one leg and keeping both of your tailbone and your sit bones on the ground. Reach and stretch. Walk it back up gently. Let's go to the other side. Let's reach and stretch. And walk it up slowly. Take your arms, lift them up and press them down. And now we're going to turn and we're going to reach and cut off our little toe with our little finger, reaching and stretching. And we're going to breathe to our center and reach and stretch and hold. We're going to breathe to our center, turn, reach and stretch and hold. And we're going to breathe to our center and reach and stretch and hold. Taking a nice deep breath, wiggle your toes. Take a nice deep breath through your nose and pull to your spine. A deep breath in and then let it all go out. Okay, let's see what we can do to maneuver around kitty here. So come on back, and back we go. Let's take an ankle and put it over one knee. Let's bring that foot back, grab around your foot, take it to the sky, tuck up, look between those legs. There's a big triangle there. And we're going to flex down, we're going to point our toe, and we're going to lift. We're going to flex down and point our toe and lift. And this should be easy to hold because we've already done rock the baby. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're bringing our leg up close to our chest. And one more time, flex down, point, and lift. And bring both knees in to that little ball. Press your back down into the mat. Take a nice deep breath in. And then put the other foot down. Take the ankle over the knee and press it open. Bring it back. Grab the foot, wrap around the knee, take the leg to the sky. Tuck up, flex down, point, and lift. Again, flex down, point, and lift. Again, flex down, point, and lift. One more time, flex down, point, and lift. Bring both knees into your chest, wiggle your toes, come up into a little ball, and we're going to do a double leg stretch. And we're going to pull it all back in, and we're going to do a double leg stretch. We're going to pull it all in, and again, a double leg stretch out and hold. We're going to lift up our legs to the sky, bring our hands down to our side, wiggle our toes, take our hands in between and open up and flex your feet and point your toes and flex your feet, point your toes and flex your feet and point your toes. Come up and look right in between the space in front of you and hold. Taking a nice deep breath and bring your feet back in. Put your hands to your side. And we're going to crisscross, 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 and hold together. Now we're going to flex our feet and push our heels up to the sky. And we're going to crisscross, 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 and hold those feet together as we come up and hold. Taking a nice deep breath, point your toes. Flex your heels. Feel your muscles working as you point your toes and flex your heels. And now point your toes and flex your heels and gather from behind you and roll yourself up. Are you comfortable, Kitty? I think Kitty's comfortable here, but I think she might have to move. What do you think? Maybe not. We'll see. She might not. Bring your legs around, and we're going to go on all fours for a minute. So before we go on all fours, we're going to take a nice deep breath. Bring our hands down. Here, you're going to have to move. I know you don't want to move, but you're going to have to move. Okay, there. We're in a nice even spot. We're going to lift our head and lift our tail. And then we're going to pull everything back up as we move into cat and cow. Taking it down into cow. And lifting it back up into cat. And taking it down into cow. And lifting it back up into cat. Walking our hands back. Taking in a nice deep breath as we reach to the sky. Bringing our hands behind us and taking our hands and pressing them down in the center of our back. We're going to lean back into it and look into the sky as we push our hips forward and push back and try to bring our elbows closer together and hold that nice little back bend. And then we're going to come forward and be on all fours again. We're going to do what's called dolphin now. And we're going to take a forearm down and a forearm down. We're going to press back and we're going to lift up and look at our toes, our feet. We're going to walk that dolphin and roll on our toes and the balls of our feet and try to press our heels down. As we roll down and roll up, roll down, roll up, and now come up on your toes as high as you can go, and then back to the heels of your feet, pressing down into your mat, and then bring your knees down and walk it back. Uh-oh, I have to get Kitty away from this. Hey, no, get. Okay. All right, Kitty's not behaving today. Taking a nice deep breath, open your fingers wide. And now we're going to stuff our toes right underneath of us. And we're going to open up our fingers and pressing onto those toes, we're just going to bring our knees up off of our mat. And we're just going to hover, taking a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out and a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And we're going to lower down. We're going to put our toes together, make sure our knees are a little wider than our shoulders. And we're going to press back and elongate our spine. Taking in a nice deep breath as we do so. And releasing that breath all the way out. We're going to come up again. We're going to put our toes under. We're going to press into our toes and come up and hover. Taking a nice deep breath in through our nose. Pulling back to our spine. And taking a nice deep breath through our nose. And releasing the breath all the way out. Bringing our knees down, putting our toes together, coming back into child's pose. Taking in that deep breath through our nose and releasing that breath all the way out. Let's come up into tabletop. Put your toes underneath. Lift up into downward facing dog. Bring your ears back by your elbows and walk that dog. Knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down. Knee in, heel down. Let's take our right foot up, press it to the sky, and drop it down behind us, keeping our hips square to our mat. Taking in a nice deep breath through our nose, pressing it back, and bringing it down. Let's take the other side, lift it up, press through the heel, keep your hips square to the mat, drop it down, taking a deep breath through your nose to your spine. Lift it back up and bring it down. Down to our knees. Let's put our toes together and let's press back and walk our fingers out. Taking in that nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Coming back up into tabletop. Let's hold where we are. And we're going to press back to our toes, walk our hands back. Take our feet, press down, fold, and stack our spine as we come up and bring our shoulders with us and roll back. We're going to walk to the front of our mat. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, head back, come on back up, and come down to our toes. Make sure your feet are shoulder length apart. We're going to take our hand and stuff it all the way under, take our hand and stuff it all the way up under, up to our wrist. And we're going to do what's called gorilla. We're going to pull our back up, looking between our legs as we put our hands underneath our feet and hold. Now push back to your heels, lift up your toes and slide your hands under. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Come up into half monkey, lifting your chin and flat back. Back down into fold. Lift up to the sky. Reach up to one side, reach down the other, and come over and stretch. Breathe in, lift up to the sky. Come over and stretch. Breathe in, lift up to the sky. Come over and stretch. And again, breathe in, lift up to the sky, and over and stretch. Breathe in, come down, take a step back, take a step back. You're in downward facing dog. You're going to step back more and you're going to go into what's called a high plank. We're just going to hold it there for a moment. Breathe in, breathe out, and then we're going to press back into downward facing dog. We're going to go into high plank and hold, and we're going to press back into downward facing dog. We're going to go into high plank and hold again, and bring a knee in, bring a knee in, walk our hands back, take a deep breath into the sky, reach, and bring it down. Shake it all out. Taking a nice deep breath. Have a seat and bring your legs around front. So we're going to slide down and hold on to our toes again, bringing our elbows in, taking our chin to our chest, and rounding our back out. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to come back and we're going to take our hands behind us and put our thumbs underneath of us as we come in. And we're going to put the heels of our feet together and we're going to press out into frog. We're going to bring it in, put the soles of our feet together and squeeze our knees and put the soles of our feet together. Open up our heels out into frog. Bring it in, put the soles of your feet together, squeeze your knees together. Open up, put your heels together, press out, pull in, squeeze and open. Press out, pull in, squeeze and open. One more time, out and in and squeeze and come forward, put the soles of your feet together, slide down to your toes and around your back. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and release everything out. Okay, sit up tall. Taking another deep breath and release it all the way out. So now I want you to cross your ankles. Sitting up tall, we're going to take a shoulder to one side and look behind us and hold. And then we're going to circle around. And we're going to take a shoulder to the other side and hold. We're going to circle around. We're going to take a shoulder to one side and hold. And we're going to circle around and we're going to take a shoulder to the other side and hold. And we're going to come back into our centers. Taking a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. Let's come up. And let's go onto our knees. And our knees are shoulder length apart. So we're going to take a deep breath in and bring a hand underneath and bring a hand on top. These are called eagle arms. Our elbows are going to be by our shoulders. Our knees are shoulder length apart. And what we're going to do is we're going to come all the way down, press our forearms to the mat, and then we're going to come up and take our elbows to the ceiling. We're going to come down and press our forearms to the mat. And we're going to come up and press our elbows to the ceiling. And one more time, down, forearms down. Lifting up and taking it back and reaching up to the sky and bringing your arms around. Taking the other one underneath. Opposite arms, taking the elbows even with the shoulders. We're going to take it down. We're going to lift it up and take it up behind us. We're going to take it down. We're going to lift it up and take it behind us. And we're going to take it down and lift up and take it behind us and lift to the sky and open our fingers wide. Take a nice deep breath, bring your shoulders up to your ears and roll them back. And up to your ears and roll them back. One more time, up to your ears and roll them back and come down into tabletop. Let's just open up our hips a little bit. We're going to take a right hand and take our foot by our hand. So it's foot, hand, hand. Taking a nice deep breath and bring a forearm down. Wrap your hand around your foot. Open it up to the side so that you're working your ankle a bit. Hold it there, and then flatten it out. Bring your hand back, and take that knee behind you. We're going to do the other side. We're going to bring our foot up next to our hand. So it's foot, hand, hand. We're going to go down onto our forearm on one side, and we're going to rock that ankle to the other side and reach around it and open it. Bring it back to your center, bring it around. Take a nice deep breath. Your knees are open, your toes go together. We're going to press back and walk our fingers out. Taking a deep breath in through our nose and releasing that breath out. We're going to come up into tabletop again and hold. We're going to walk our hands back. We're on our knees again. We're going to take a deep breath in. Reach to the sky, turn, twist, take a hand behind us, come back and stretch. We're going to pull forward, reach to the sky, turn, put a hand behind us, come back and stretch. We're going to reach to the sky, lift, spread our fingers wide, come down into tabletop, push back to the big bones, come up into downward facing dog, bringing our ears by our elbows. Walk the dog. Knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down. Let's take and walk our feet up to our hands. Fold, half monkey, fold again, all the way up into standing position, and bring our hands down into heart center. Take a deep breath, sit back, have a seat. Bring it back up. Deep breath in. Sit back and have a seat. Breathe in. Sit back, have a seat. Make sure your arms are by your ears. Hold them up. Take a deep breath in. We're going to lift back and lift up our toes, and then we're going to bring our hands to heart center, and we're going to roll up on our toes and do what's called sipping bird. So we're holding up on our toes, we're looking over the edge of our mat, and we're holding it there, and we feel all the muscles in our legs working. Taking in a deep breath, and then we're going to press back to our heels and lift our hands up to the sky. Press back and bring them down to our side into mountain pose. Taking a nice deep breath through your nose and release your breath. Another deep breath in and let it all come out. Remember, your breathing is so important. Nice deep breath. That's how we calm ourselves down and release the breath all the way out. So I want to thank you today for coming and doing Kids Move with me. So we talked a lot about our feet. And remember, we got to take care of those feet. So make sure that you exercise your feet too, just as well as you exercise the rest of your body. And I hope to see you all here next week. Have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. Okay, take care.